Hey there, Wargamers. Jstncloud here, and this is not necessarily going to be one of my typical, quote, Tactical Tuesday videos. Today is going to be more of me kind of explaining where I've been. For those of you that have subscribed to my channel and actually followed any of the videos I've done, you may have noticed that right after the summer I basically fell off the map, so to speak. It's not that I didn't want to do videos, but there has been quite a bit of stuff going on. For me personally, I am actually a full-time college student, and this semester I'm taking more courses than normal and trying to graduate next year. So I've been really busy with school. In addition to that, I had kept myself booked with commissions from Brush for Hire pretty much the whole summer. So I was really busy, and after the summer I tried to pick up as much work as I could. Quick little tidbit about myself. I don't work a traditional job. The money that I make to support my bills and so forth comes from Brush for Hire, doing commission work for them. That being said, I've also not had a chance to play any games with the new Space Marine, or Codex Space Marines book, and that's my primary army. However, I just ordered my Farsight Enclave book, and when I get that in, I want to do a couple of short videos talking about allies with Codex Marines again. Quick little plug for Austin over Brush for Hire again. He is currently attending the Valhalla event with the guys from Blue Table Painting, Wargaming Consortium, Mini Wargaming, and others that I'm not familiar with. I built a list for him using the Ultramarines from the Codex Marine book and my Tau allies. He's actually playing with my armies up there right now. So I'll put a link below to our Facebook page. He'll have some photos and stuff coming up, and hopefully some video footage of the games. I'd like to see how well the army goes. The army I built him was to play against Mini Wargamer Dave, and for those of you that follow Mini Wargaming, Dave's he's got his little I don't want to say concerns, but he doesn't like Tau, basically, or he says that he doesn't, and cracks jokes. So the army I built for Austin to play with, it included Tau and Codex Marines, and I'm assuming that Dave's going to be playing Chaos. So I thought that would be kind of a funny army to play against. Codex Marines fighting against Chaos, that's obvious, but using Tau, for Marines, that's almost blasphemy, but they're battle brothers according to the rulebook. So I thought it'd be kind of funny, and there's some psychic tricks and stuff in there that I think are going to give Dave a little bit of a laugh. So check out our page over on Facebook, and maybe we'll have some YouTube stuff up. I'm not sure what Austin's plans are, but you might be able to see some of my models in action and see him playing against Dave. So with that being said, what have I been doing with my personal models since the Codex Marine launch, the new book? I wanted to take some time to paint my own stuff, and as much as I want to get my Marines done, and as you can see I've got a few here, I have a whole lot that aren't done and I just don't have time. School comes first, make time for my girlfriend, and then Brush for Hire as my job. So once all those things are taken care of, I don't have much time for my own stuff. But that being said, I'd like to show you guys a little bit of what I've been working on. This is Kalgar. He's pretty much finished. You may have seen photos of him on our Brush for Hire page, / my DeviantArt page. I like the way he turned out. Some people didn't care for him too much. Said that he didn't look that good, but whatever. I think he turned out fine, and I like him. So the only thing that I wanted to do is right here, I wanted to do some kind of freehand. That's one thing, one of the skills from commission painting I want to improve on, but I didn't want to mess up the cloak doing freehand and not being confident in doing so. So all in all, other than putting some freehand down here, maybe you in the corner, I was happy with the way it turned out. So I've also been working on a Librarian. He's nowhere near done. He's one of those models that's kind of been sitting on my desk waiting to get finished. Just haven't had the time. But he's from the Space Hulk, and I shaved off his Blood Angel iconography to make him Ultramarines Librarian. He was kind of left from the remnants of 5th edition. I wanted to make a Librarian with Terminator armor, Storm Shield, so he could actually be tanky, but the rules for Librarians have changed a little bit, so not sure how much he'll actually get used. However, I want to get him finished. I've been working on this guy. I'm not particularly happy with his face. Let's see if he'll focus in there. There you go. Didn't really like the way it turned out, but I blame some of that on the sculpt. There wasn't a whole lot of details to pull out anyway. This is an old, I'm not sure if it's Rogue Trader or not, but it's an old model. He doesn't have the original backpack. It didn't come with it. It didn't come with the original base either, but I got a good deal on it. Picked him up for the Ultramarines. You can see that, you know, standing next to a normal Marine, he's a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller armor-wise. Moving on, I picked up this guy. This, I think, in the 4th Ed Codex Marine book, this was listed as Captain Sicarius with lightning claws, and changed a little bit in the new books, or in the 5th edition book and the 6th book. Sicarius obviously doesn't have lightning claws, and I think they changed the tagline on him too, but this is something I've been working on more recently than Kalgar, and I like the way he's turned out so far. He's almost finished. I particularly liked his face. I thought it looked really good. Let's see his focus in there. Yeah. And his lightning claws I thought were turning out pretty well. Piece of fuzz there. There we go. So, but that's pretty much the extent of what I've been working on for myself. I've talked to Austin about some videos that I could do either for my page or the Brush for Hire page, and he's mentioned maybe doing some tutorials. Not sure exactly what to do that has been covered, but I've been toying around with the idea of maybe doing some tutorials on how to do some faces. Maybe not professional, I won't say professional, maybe not Golden Demon worthy faces, but for the average gamer, might be good, you know. I may have some insight that may help. Maybe doing some power weapons. I kind of like the way some of mine have turned out, and I think that others may enjoy that. So, that being said, I'm going to move these out and show you some of the other stuff I've been working on, since I haven't been doing any tactical videos, or any videos. Show you what's been keeping me busy. So, we've got this guy. Back the camera up a little bit. If you guys were familiar with Brush for Hire, Austin has done a bipedal defiler before. This is one of our current commissions, and he's almost finished. I've got to touch up some of the gold and pull out some details, but Austin did the red armor plates, and I've been doing the detail work. But this is one of the models I've been working on, and I think it looks really cool. Not a Chaos player, but I think the bipedal stuff that Austin's been doing with this particular model has turned out really cool, and it gives a different cinematic feel. Especially, I mean, he's like he's running or getting ready to kick something. Looks really cool. In addition to that, I've been working on, let's move this camera up just a little bit again. I have been working on, sorry about that, working on some War Machine. So I got, this guy's called the Butcher. I got to work on the new Butcher model. These are the little dogs that came with them. I don't know what they're called. I don't play too much War Machine. I'd like to, just don't have the time. These are dogs I've been working on. They're basically finished. The sandbags need a little more detail, but the dogs are pretty much to the standard that our client has commissioned us to do. And then we've got the Butcher, who is almost finished as well. A few little details I've got to, key in on that Austin's asked me to take a look at, but all in all, I am happy with the way he's turned out. I thought his face turned out really nice. I thought the model itself turned out really well. I've actually tried to improve on my gore and blood. Austin had showed me a technique, and I like the way it turned out on this. It looks like he's got fresh blood, dried blood, bodily stuff stuck to his axe, and I thought that was really cool. Just the back of him. The only thing really left, other than a couple of spots in the armor, he wanted me to make the cloak a little bit brighter, highlights right in these areas right here. But other than that, he's practically done. Won't take that long to finish. But this is what's been keeping me busy. One of my commissions for Brush for Hire. Moving on, for what's next on my plate, I have some Infinity models that I'm currently going to be working on after finishing the Khador War Machine guys and the bipedal defiler. This will be my next project. Just some base colors done with the airbrush, detail work, and stuff that I have to do with the actual paintbrush. Not super familiar with Infinity, but you may get to see these videos in the future, because these are going, if I recall correctly, this commission is going to Mini War Gaming. So keep an eye out. We do quite a bit of stuff for them. You may not know we've done it, but we do a lot of stuff for Mini War Gaming that you may actually see in their battle reports. So that is the next commission on the table. And finally, I would like to wrap up with this, and this is actually the topic that kind of got me motivated to shoot a quick video today. because I haven't done one in forever, and I feel kind of bad for that. But you know, life is life. I like to show off this model. Brush for Hire standards. This is probably a 2 or a 2+ on our level system. A little bit above, slightly above tabletop standard, but not overly detailed. This is a model I have been working on and recently finished for Fritz. If you have not been to or not seen his YouTube or his website, thewarmaster.com, he does a lot of videos for miniature wargaming, quite a bit on Warhammer 40k, where he talks about tactics or basically anything, really. And he launched his own website a few months ago, and to help reward / encourage membership, he's been giving away free loot, as he calls it. This month he's given away the Crusade of Fire campaign book, and some Space Marine models. And next month, he's going to be, I believe it's next month, he's going to be giving away this model when I ship it to him. Again, not overly detailed, but for a free model for someone who, you know, may not have a whole lot or just is getting something free. I don't think it looks terrible. And this is what I've been working on for him. Oh, got to touch up the base right there. But I kind of want to throw out what I've been working on for him. He did throw out a plug for Brush for Hire and my YouTube page, and wanted to kind of showcase what I've been working on for him. But this will go out, I believe next month is one of the prizes, the free giveaway. And I'm also going to be sending him some coupon codes for Brush for Hire. Essentially, anyone who wins those coupon codes will be able to redeem them for Brush for Hire and use those as a discount if they get any commission work done. I think it's going to be a percentage off of the total commission, nothing specific. But, you know, saving money, and it might encourage some of you guys to get us to do some work for you. So, that being said, I do apologize for not doing any videos over the last month or so, maybe 2 months. Again, I just got kind of busy with school and work. But when I do get my Farside Enclave book and get my models back from Austin, when he's back from Valhalla, I'm going to try and do another series or another segment talking about Codex Marine allies with Tau and some of the new tricks that I think are there given the new book, and some of the options you have using Farside Enclave rules as your allied detachment with Codex Marines. That particular book gives you some options for what troop choices and stuff you can bring in. So I'll talk a bit more about that later, and I would like to thank all you guys who have stuck with me and stayed subscribed and viewed my videos, and I will try not to let you down and do some more in the future. So thanks for watching, and as always, happy wargaming.